Hey, what's up, everybody? No Nonsense News, Ted, Wednesday, September 30th, 2020. Yesterday, we had that debate. It was crazy. It disintegrated fast. If you didn't watch it, you didn't miss much. Basically, neither candidate laid out any type of plan whatsoever. They just lobbed insults and accusations back at each other. It was a complete waste of time. It was like watching two high school children bicker, is really what it amounted to. So I'm going to move right past that. The markets, stock market's up, gold, silver down, crypto flat, and keep it moving. We got Apple outages. So just like when Microsoft went down just the other day, right? There you go. But when Microsoft went down, you had uh, 911 went down with it across the country. So we just talked about that the other day. And now I guess this was out for about 3 hours. They got it all together, but they say they still don't know what caused it. Same thing with the Microsoft one. They still don't know what caused it. But the point of the Microsoft one and this one is the outages are happening, right? These outages are happening, and you have right here Venezuela, right? We know for a long time Venezuela has its problems, but they got them under control for a little bit. Finally, now they got Iran bringing them oil, but now they got more protests going on because they're failing to bring services to the people. Is what it really boils down to, right? So they can't get these people food, power, water to their homes, right? So that is basically what I'm saying is that is on the way here. We're seeing signs of it every single day. When I come to you guys with the headlines, just in the past few days, how many headlines have we seen? I can't even tell you guys. We got 911 going out in cities all over the country. What would you do if 911 goes down? How are you going to protect yourself? Who are you going to call when something happens? Right? We talked about this. I talked to you guys yesterday. You got power outages. They're failing in Venezuela. They're failing to bring power, water, fuel, food to the people. They're failing to get this to the people in California, in the United States. We have them with all planned power outages, basically failing to bring power to some of those people, right? So you got the fires over there. You got 911 going out. You have the food crisis I just spoke to you about in Latin America, other parts of Latin America, where they're starving. They don't get much food. And that's coming because we're having supply chain issues. Things are failing all around us. And I'm showing you day after day the headlines for that. And we become too weak. We rely on these people to provide these things for us. Not many people still have the skills to survive if they're not being provided with these services. Not many people know how to provide water for themselves. Not many people know how to provide food for themselves. Not many people know how to provide electricity for themselves. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give you a couple tips. Go out, start with one can of food every time you go shopping. It'll build up. I promise you. Hopefully nothing will happen by the time you get there. If you feel that scared, get a couple more. But if you think nothing's going to happen, just get one extra can. That's it. Have some food ready. That's let's talk about the things they said right in the article I just showed you. Right? They said they can't provide water, power, and fuel. Specifically said in that article. So right there, you got water. We know they're telling us how to prepare. They can't provide water, so get a couple gallon jugs of water, a couple cases of bottled water. It's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna go bad. Water doesn't go bad. Just buy a couple extra cases, tuck it in the closet. If anything ever does go wrong, if these services can't be provided to you, because water's a big one. You can't live without it. But if these services couldn't be provided to you, you can have at least something to fall back on in hopes that help would be coming or they'd be fixing something, which I don't think in Venezuela they expect that anytime soon. Another thing is power, right? For the power, if the power went out, what would you do? Okay, you're gonna have at night is gonna be a hard one. You have candles, flashlights, right? Get yourself some candles, get yourself some batteries, get yourself some flashlights. Just be ready to take care of your family because you never know when they're not going to be able to provide these services. And when they can't provide these services, you don't want to say, oh my God, that crazy dude on YouTube was right. You want to be able to say, okay, I got candles, I have food, I have some water, we got this for a little bit. And then if you really are concerned, you should think about long term. But for now, I'm just trying to hit a couple things for you guys, make this a quick one. Another one is they can't supply fuel specifically in that article about Venezuela. Maybe get a bike, get a scooter, get something where you don't have to rely on them providing you fuel. I would say stock some fuel, but that's kind of hard nowadays. Gasoline doesn't store very well and it actually can go bad. But get a bike, get a different type of vehicle that doesn't consume quite as much gas, maybe. I don't know. It's upon you to think how dangerous is it to you. I tell you the headlines every day, and every day I try to tie it into being prepared. And I'm just trying to give you a couple tips. I'm actually going to start making a couple more deeper videos and putting them out on the weekend. But anyway, that's it for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please prepare. At least start some of these tips. And if you give me a thumbs up and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Have a good night.